Well, thanks for coming, everyone, board and the press. It's a big day for us here at YLT, and I'd like to just give you a little background information. York Little Theater is approaching its 80th anniversary. We are a recognized community treasure that has provided an outlet for artistic expression to the average York County citizen. We have also provided a professional foundation for the likes of Neil Dodson, Dave Masonheimer, Michael Hollinger, and many others who make theater their profession. We are a place where many have developed lifelong friendships, and a place where several of us have met our mates after being cast in shows as husband and wife. We are a place for learning life skills which many have through our children's classes and productions. However, like many nonprofits, the economy has not been kind to us. We are $250,000 in debt. Little history. A year ago, there was an evaluation done of YLT by the Cultural Alliance, and because of our poor management, we justifiably lost our funding. In a nutshell, we did not have a good business model, and we needed to run more like a business. I was asked to be president because of my business background. I realized I would need to shake the place up and follow the guidance of our evaluation done by the Cultural Alliance Task Force. Over the last year, we have changed YLT. We have changed YLT for the better. We have reduced the staff from 6 to 3, doing more of the work in the theater with volunteers. We have built a new board based on business expertise and specific skill sets. We have come up with a new board structure which is more efficient and working. We have been nominated for Central Pennsylvania's Business Journal award for that. We are operating in the black. We are just about to pay off our last overdue payable. Yay! We use the same consultant who found our weaknesses in the Cultural Alliance evaluation to do our strategic planning. Our strategic plan is a living one. We had just an accountability session with our board that went over each goal to update its progress. Our show attendance is up, our volunteer enthusiasm is up, and so are our revenues. We have intentionally not asked for any donations till we got our credibility back. With our new foundations, we feel we have renewed that credibility. With this new credibility, we are asking the community to believe in us again by joining us in a campaign to reduce our debt, by contributing to our debt reduction campaign. I am honored to introduce Dr. Zwanda and Bob Filer as co-chairs of that campaign.
Thank you. Good afternoon. It's our pleasure to be here, and we have had tremendous privilege of working on the quiet component of this campaign, and we're pleased now that we're launching into the public campaign. You might ask, why would we do this? Well, we have a long track record, the two of us with York Little Theater. Me sitting down there, and Bob sitting up here, working up here with his office staff, and I've had the opportunity when my girls were little of seeing my husband up here wearing blue boxer shorts with yellow ducks on them. Chickens, excuse me. Our youngest daughter is a theater major, and I will tell you a major part of that was because of York Little Theater. She has a family here, and it was another family that nurtured her. We brought her to many performances. We have seen the absolute treasure that York Little Theater is to this community. And I think that a tradition as strong as York Little Theater, 80 years, is not something you walk away from. It is something that there's a dynamism here that I have really watched kind of resurge over this last year, and it's tremendous to watch. There are people that we're filling the seats. We've got tremendous productions up here, and I see the students. I have actually some patients, and one of the daughters is constantly in classes here, constantly in a show. And I know it's not only important to our family, it's important to hundreds, if not thousands, of families here in York. And so it is not something that we want to allow to just sunset. It is worth the fight, it is worth the battle, and that's really why we said we would step up and be chairs of this campaign. It has been a tremendous board. We were involved in the strategic planning meetings, all of the conversations there. I do a lot of strategic planning work, and I do believe that this business model that has been developed and going forward is sustainable. It's sustainable for the long haul for York Little Theater, but as Mike said, it is a living, breathing document and will always be under reevaluation, because our goal here is the next 80 years.
And just taking off of that, as Wanda mentioned, I've had firsthand experience both on the stage here. I also have been on the board here. I was president of the board at YLT in the past, and I've seen it both through its bad years and the good years, and I want to tell you that the model that's been created now is exactly what this organization needs. It's almost unheard of in the community theater organizations like this to see an organization that's been around for 80 years. Very few organizations, community theaters, will last that long. So this, York should be very, very proud that we've been able to sustain a viable organization like York Little Theater for that long. It reaches out to so many families in the community, not just the ones who come here and perform, but the other volunteers that give their time to run the house, to make sure things work well, the people who come here for the shows, and the children who come to our educational programs to learn things about theater, that meet here on the Saturdays and during the summers. The education has reached so many children in our communities. As Mike mentioned, there have been many professional theater people who got their start right here at York Little Theater and have gone on to make a career out of this. We have a true gem here in York that we can never replace, we could never restart, and it is worth continuing. And as we've gone through this strategic planning and watched the organization, I think everything that's been done is exactly what this organization has needed to move into the future. I'm really proud to be part of this campaign, and I'm excited to see that we've been able, on the quiet part, to raise as much money as we have, and I'm sure that as we go into the public part, we'll be able to reach our goals and most likely succeed them. So thank you for allowing me to speak today.
For all of those reasons, I am proud to announce that our Act 2 campaign is in the amount of $350,000, and I am very proud to announce that the leadership phase has garnered $235 to date. I'm sorry, $235,000 to date. And we hope with the help of the community, we're able to raise the $350,000 that we need to prevail. So I think that's our presentation. Are there any questions?
The Aaron's may want to talk to you separately afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely, if you'd like to. Okay. We're having a little reception in the rear, and thanks everyone.